Today we are talking about Mounjaro. Everyone is either praising Mounjaro or scared of it, but very few people actually understand it, and that is the problem. Everyone is talking about Mounjaro, but nobody is explaining it properly. Is it a fat loss shortcut, a hormone drug, or a metabolic reset tool? Because I'll be honest, it's powerful, but only if you understand it, and only if you're eligible and fit into the criteria to take it, and take it under proper supervision and guidance. Because this is not just a weight loss trend, this is something that actually changes how your body functions. Hi, I'm Sanchi Shetty, your nutritionist and lifestyle guide, and this is TSS, where science meets real life. Today, let's understand Mounjaro properly. No hype, no fear, just clarity. What is Mounjaro and how does it work? Let's start with the most basic question. What exactly is Mounjaro? This is Mounjaro, a pre-filled injection pen. It's a peptide, or say it contains a peptide-based medication, and it is designed for weekly use. Usually 4 doses in one pen with different dosages, and you progress gradually every 4 shots as needed. And now, what does it exactly do to your body? It basically mimics 2 hormones in your body, GLP-1 and GIP, which are produced in your gut. Now, in very simple terms, every time you eat, your gut sends signals to your brain that you are full, handle sugar properly, stop eating now, store or use energy correctly. But in most people today, due to bad lifestyle, inflammation, and especially with insulin resistance and bad gut health, these signals don't work properly anymore. Mounjaro is not a fat burner, nor it's a shortcut for weight loss. It just strengthens these signals. It helps your body to behave the way it was originally designed to. Now let's go a little more deeper. Because I know one of the biggest concerns people have, or I would say fear that they have, and I get a lot of these questions. Is this damaging my organs? Kidneys, pancreas, my liver? What is actually doing inside my body? Am I going to have long-term damages on my organs? And that's a very valid question. And let's understand this properly, organ by organ. Not from the fear, but complete clarity. Let's start with brains. First, your brain. This is where most people feel the biggest shift. When you take Mounjaro, the first place you really feel it is your brain. And it's not in a dramatic way, it's actually very subtle. You just stop thinking about food all the time. That constant background noise, what should I eat next, something sweet, something savory, something more, it just quiets down. You're not constantly thinking about food. You're not fighting willpower all day. And for a lot of people, that's the first time they feel in control around food. But at the same time, this is where you need awareness. If you completely disconnect from hunger, you can undereat. And that can affect your energy and muscle both. You don't feel obsessed with food anymore. But that doesn't mean your body doesn't need nourishment. Now, then comes your stomach. This is where people feel physically. This is where most side effects are felt. Mounjaro slows your gastric emptying. Your digestion slows down. Food sits there longer. So you feel full quicker. Which sounds great, and it is. But if your gut is not already in a great place, you'll notice it. You'll feel heavier, a little bloated, sometimes badly constipated. And it's not because something is damaged. It's because the system was already slow, and now it is slower. It simply means your gut is already slow or sensitive. And this is exactly why I keep saying your gut health matters so much before starting. It's very important you heal your gut first, and then even during Mounjaro, you focus on your gut health more so that you don't worsen it further. Now let's talk about pancreas, because this is where a lot of fear comes in. Scientifically, Mounjaro actually improves how your pancreas function. A lot of people ask me, is it stressing my pancreas? And the truth is, when used correctly, it actually does the opposite. It helps your pancreas respond better. It improves how insulin is released and how your body handles the glucose. So instead of your system constantly struggling, it actually becomes more efficient. But, and I want to be very clear here, this is not a free pass to ignore everything else. If your lifestyle is still chaotic, if your food is not supporting your body, you're just relying on the support, not building the system, and like anything else, if used inappropriately without monitoring or in people with existing pancreatic conditions, you might face the consequences and your fear proves itself. That's where supervision matters. Otherwise, in the right setting, it's actually supporting metabolic health and not damaging it. Now comes the liver. When you're on Mounjaro, your liver is the one which honestly benefits quite a bit from this. If you have fatty liver, this is where we see improvement. But again, disclaimer, having fatty liver alone does not mean you're the right fit for it. I always say this, no medication outperforms a poor lifestyle. So if your food is still inflammatory, your sleep is off, your stress is high, you're limiting what this can actually do for you. It actually helps reduce fat accumulation and improves fatty liver over time. But this works best when your lifestyle supports it. If your diet is still high in processed food and you're not supporting your liver, you won't see full benefit. Kidneys. Turn to hear what it does to your kidneys. And also, I hear this a lot. What about my kidneys? Is this putting pressure on them? Again, it's a very valid question because anything that affects your metabolism, weight, hydration, we naturally think about the kidney health. Here's what the current understanding shows. In a generally healthy individual, Mounjaro is not directly damaging the kidneys. It's not acting on the kidneys in a way that causes harm on its own. It's not directly interacting with the kidneys. But where we need to be careful is the indirect effects. Because what happens with Mounjaro is your appetite drops, sometimes quite significantly. And when that happens, people start eating less, drinking less, sometimes even forgetting to hydrate properly. And that's where the issue can come in. Because your kidneys are very sensitive to dehydration, low electrolyte balance, and overall nutritional intake. So it's not the medication directly harming the kidneys, it's the environment around it. And if someone already has existing kidney concerns or is not eating and hydrating properly, then yes, that's where monitoring becomes important. So again, it comes back to the same thing. It's not just what you take, it's how your body is supporting while you're taking it. So overall, Mounjaro is not randomly damaging your organs. It's interacting with the system that already exists in your body. But how your body responds to it depends on your foundation. Your lifestyle decides whether this becomes support or stress. And again, I say this, there is a criteria to fit to use Mounjaro. It's not for all to use just for weight loss per se. Similarly for muscles, where all goes wrong and ends wrong and continues to be a wrong till you again fix your lifestyle and food. Muscle loss has become the most common effect on Mounjaro. Yes, you will lose weight, but the real question is, what are you losing? Because your body doesn't automatically choose fat. Mounjaro doesn't decide what you lose. Your lifestyle does. This is where the whole lifestyle and food plays a major role. If your protein is low and you're under eating nutrients, if you're not training, muscle is the easiest thing for your body to let go of. And once you lose that, your metabolism slows down and long-term weight gains becomes easier. Hear it again. I said weight gain becomes easier. Yes, it works on fat cells and fat storage systems. It improves how your body uses fat. Instead of constantly storing it, your body becomes better at accessing stored energy. But again, it's creating the environment. It's not doing the work for you. What does the work is still your lifestyle and food. Let's come to another very important part. Who should take it? Like I'm repeating myself, who should take it? Now, after understanding all of this, the real question becomes, should you even be taking this? And I think this is where we all need to be a little more honest with ourselves. Because Mounjaro is not meant for everyone. It's not for, I just want to lose a few kilos. It's definitely not for, I have an event coming up, I need to lose inches. No, not for y'all. This is for people whose metabolism is actually struggling, where the body is not responding the way it should anymore. Insulin resistance, severe PCOS, obesity, fatty liver, even menopause, where it's not just about willpower, it's about biology. And in those cases, this can actually be a very helpful tool. But if deep down you know your sleep is off, your eating is inconsistent, and you're not moving enough, then this is not your starting point, because no peptide can replace a lifestyle that isn't in place. Microdosing. And then there is this whole conversation around microdosing. Is this a trending word or has it some facts? And honestly, I do see something potential here, especially in the cases like menopause or long-term insulin resistance, where the goal is not aggressive weight loss but stability, where you are just supporting your system, not pushing it. But this is not something you experiment with casually. This needs structure, understanding, and a proper guidance. But I'm no expert on this. I just go through a lot of data and research and also analysis based on my personal experiences in my clients and in me. Always take guidance and expert advices, and monitoring becomes utmost important in such cases. Now let's talk about what actually happens when you start. The process when you're on it. Because the first few weeks feel very different. You start with a lower dose. Your appetite drops, sometimes quite quickly. You feel full faster. You eat less without even trying. And naturally, you start losing weight. And this is where most people feel like, this is amazing, this is working. But then things slow down. The weight loss is not just as fast as your body starts adapting. And this is the phase that actually matters the most, because now it's not about the drug. It's about what you're doing alongside it. Are you eating enough protein? Are you building muscles? Are you supporting your gut? Are you stabilizing your routine? Because this phase decides whether your results are temporary or sustainable. And now, probably the most important and helpful part, you need to hear this. Coming off it. Weaning off. Because starting is easy and stopping is where people struggle. I have seen this so many times. Someone takes it, loses weight, feels great, and then they stop. And suddenly hunger comes back, cravings come back, weight starts creeping back again. And the first thought is it stopped working. But it didn't fail, because nothing underneath was fixed. During that time, if your habits didn't change, if your body wasn't supported, if muscle wasn't built, then your system is still the same. And that's why it goes back. So the right way to come off is not abruptly, it's gradually. You slowly reduce it while your lifestyle takes over. Your food is structured, your protein is consistent, your body is stronger. So when your support goes away, your system can hold itself. So when you look at Mounjaro as a whole, it's not good or bad. It's a tool. And like any tool, it depends on how you use it. If you use it to replace your habits, you'll depend on it. If you use it to support your body while you fix what's underneath, you won't need it forever. Because at the end of the day, your body is not something you manage temporarily. It's something you build and live in it every single day.